How's it going, ladies and gents? Reverend Saint back again with another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video for you guys today. Oh, it's not really Black Ops. I guess it's a YouTube video because we're talking about YouTube, YouTubers, and bandwagons. That's what we're going to talk about today. And I guess it has to do with the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer getting the most dislikes out of like any freaking trailer for a video game like ever. Like I can't think of even, it's got to be up there for most dislikes on a regular video ever. It has currently, as of 9:11 p.m. Monday night, 1.4 million 12,991. I said that weird. 1,412,991 dislikes on the trailer, and I guarantee you not all of those dislikes are actual dislikes. I guarantee you there's probably a good portion, possibly at least a quarter of it, if not half of it, that is not actually, or that are not actually dislikes. They're just hopping on the bandwagon. I guarantee you at least half of that 1.4 million people are going to pre-order this game. I promise you that. And the reason why I say that is because it's popular. Every game goes through this. Call of Duty has gone through this cycle so many times where it's almost essentially considered cool to hate it. It's the same thing with Destiny. It got to the point where it was considered cool to hate it. If you played that game, you were a loser. You didn't understand what a good game was. You weren't allowed to enjoy it because you have a different opinion. And this is something that comes through on streamers all the time, because I'm a big fan of King Gothalion, Professor Broman. Those guys are huge people in the Destiny community and Twitch in general. But they're primarily, their core is in the Destiny community, and they even still get people. They get 4,000 or 5,000 viewers. They get people coming in saying this game is dead. Why are you playing it? It's obviously not dead, dude. That's the game they enjoy. That's the community that they enjoy being in. And Call of Duty has this every year. Every year, it's just even worse this year, and the reason why is probably because, one, it's still the future. Infinity Ward, obviously, they kind of had Ghost, which was kind of considered a flop. It really wasn't a very big success as far as YouTube-wise and community-wise. It wasn't that big of a success, even though a lot of people said they enjoyed it. But I promise you, man, like people when Black Ops 3 came out, they were like, oh, Treyarch's the savior of Call of Duty. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever. Yeah, okay, you said that then, but now look at everybody. We're sick of thrust jumps. We're sick of the future. We want the bold stuff back. Well, here's the thing. If you go back to Modern Warfare 3, you go back to Ghosts, people were constantly saying, you go back to Black Ops 2, people were constantly saying, we want something new. It's the same thing every year. That was the core complaint of people who hated on Call of Duty, was it's the same game every year, which people who actually played the games understand that there were a lot of small differences that made them unique and made them fun and stuff like that. But they took that to heart, you know. Sledgehammer did. They said, you know what, we're going to try something really new. We're going to go with exosuits. And then Treyarch was the same thing, because they started development way before Advanced Warfare came out, and they're like, we're going to take it to thrust jumps. So it's not quite always in the air. It's still kind of based on the ground primarily. And it is. There's a lot of jumping in Black Ops 3, yes, but it's still primarily based on the ground. But for some reason, people are sick of it. People are tired of it. They want change. And by change, they want it to go back to the way it was. And as soon as it goes back to the way it was, it's going to be the same thing. It's just this cycle of hate that is surrounding Call of Duty. Why? Because it's cool to hate on Call of Duty. And if you don't hate on it, then you're a loser. People call you out. People say you're dumb. People say you're an Activision wiener rider. That's exactly what they say. I have so many friends who've been uploading YouTube videos and getting comments of people saying they're an Activision wiener rider. But that person who made that comment's gonna get the game. I promise you. even if they just get it for Modern Warfare, they're still gonna try Infinite Warfare. They're still getting that game, and they're still gonna play it. I promise you that. And that's just how it goes, man. It is popular, and then with all of these YouTubers, Ripcod, Call of Duty's dead, Battlefield 1 did it right. Oh, they listen to the community. That's what they want. That's a different community, man. You can't even say they listen to the community. They had so much time to make Battlefield 1. They were able to sit back and look at everything the way that it was and say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Battlefield Hardline was not made by the primary developer. It was made by another developer, and the reason why this happened is because then that developer was able to focus on the Battlefield that was out and at hand, while DICE and the main developers of Battlefield were able to sit back and look at Call of Duty, look at Battlefield, look at every other first-person shooter and see what works, and then they could go, okay, we're going to go for this. We're going to pull the trigger on this. They keep doing future stuff. We see a lot of people want to pass stuff. We're pulling the trigger on this a couple years ago whenever they started development, probably right after Advanced Warfare came out. So, you know, they've had time to develop this and understand where the communities of both games are at and what they kind of want to get. Whereas Infinity Ward, not so much, man. They Call of Duty is on a constant rotation, man. Every year. Battlefield is not every year, and it never will be, and that is why they're able to do this. But nonetheless, it is popular to hate on Call of Duty, and that's why we have so many dislikes. It's not because the trailer is bad. It was actually a decent trailer. Was Battlefield 1's trailer more hype? Absolutely. But that's all it was. It was hype. Call of Duty's trailer was more story-based. They wanted to get you more into the single player. They wanted to show you an emotional side to this game rather than just being like, Rudy Toot, aim and shoot and blow stuff up. You know, they're not trying to completely build hype. They're trying to build hype for the writing process in the single player. Let's not forget who is making this game and the people that were brought in. The people from Naughty Dog, people who made one of the best video game series, narrative-wise and visual-wise and gameplay-wise. They worked on the Uncharted series, and they're coming in, and The Last of Us, and they're coming in here and working on Call of Duty. That's a good sign to me, but we'll see, man. Like I said, I just think it's ridiculous in how YouTubers are perpetuating the hate towards this, saying Ripcod, Battlefield 1 is a COD killer, stuff like that. It's not a COD killer, man. We don't know if it's a COD killer until the end of the day, when both games have come out, when both games are on the market, and we're playing both of them, and we can actually decide for ourselves if it's a COD killer or if it's its own game, which is what it is and what it should be, is its own game. It obviously is not Call of Duty. Battlefield has never played like Call of Duty. It's always played completely different. There's a completely different set of skills that you need to be good at Battlefield than the skills that you need to be good at Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, you need quick decision making, you need twitchy reflexes, you need timing, you need extreme map awareness. In Battlefield, you need to know your classes, you need to know your location on this gigantic map, you need to know where the bases are, and you need to know how to use vehicles to the proper or to the maximum ability, I guess you could say. So anyway, long video. I do apologize. It's another rant. I don't know why I keep making these little rants, man, because that's just the state of the community this year. And to me, that's why. Why are you guys doing this to me, man? You guys are killing me, man. This community is just so ferocious, and I guess that's a good thing. Like the Call of Duty CEO guy described it as passion and not hate, which is true. It can be described as that because the community wants what they want. They know that they want, even though if they did get what they want, which they did with Modern Warfare Remastered, they'd still find a way to hate it. They'd still find a way to complain about it. That is a proven fact. I've already talked about that in the previous video. It's still there. But anyway, I'm just saying, don't fall for the bandwagon, man. Don't just hate it or dislike it or hate on it just because so many other people are, or some other YouTuber tells you to. Don't even listen to me. Make your own educated decision. Watch the trailer, play some Black Ops 3, decide whether or not you think it's really that bad of an idea or that big of a deal, and then maybe watch some Modern Warfare and decide whether or not that's going to be for you. I don't know, man. That's it. Okay, rant's over. No, wow, 10 minutes long. Holy crap. Whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share it with your friends and hit that like button. Let's shoot for like 1 like. I think that sounds like a really hard goal to get. I think that sounds awesome. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button if you have not, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for yet another video. Peace.